That rules.
You've dreamed up some delicious.
Hello there! Yeah, we are live. How's everyone doing? What size is this? 49? Okay, so that's number 14. Sorry, I'm picking out a canvas size. I think a 5 by 7 is basically the right size for what I want to do. Hello? Registered? You're plugged in. There we go. I don't know why I was being weird. I didn't really change anything. I was given a art idea from another Discord I'm in. Or not Discord. Twitch stream. Actually, I'm going to sketch red. I do want drawing guide symmetry just so I know where the center line is. Right? Circle. Downwards tilt. Yes. So right now it should be there. And just size. So I'm not gonna give spoilers as to what it is. Anyone who is there when I was getting the idea probably know what it is, but I'm continuously rotating things that don't need to be rotated. Just make that larger. clavicle goes like here. This was shoulders like here. Shoulders can stand to be a bit bigger. I'm sketching in muscles first. I want to be on freehand. I was in automatic. There, that's better. Ribcage would be. I was gonna say, thing I'm drawing is a fairly cinched waist. I don't need to color it. I just don't need these lines in here. Think now a little more like this. I'm getting too into the weeds already. Bring that in a bit. This is here. So let's see if I did crutch here. Like here. And you continue to here. Okay. Okay. I keep drawing the line into the same spot again. I don't need any of these other inner lines. The outfit does cover. Actually, it covers like down to here. Rough location. Okay, and you know, I think that's too high up. I had to have this here. Cinch it there. Okay, I need to resize some things. Head smaller, but higher. A bit. So I get that. This part about it, I'll also include this. Needs to be larger. There we go. Because I want him to be like kind of here in the distance. I'm gonna back up a pose reference. Because the arms are different. So I need to not have this assisted. This arm position is here. Whoops. Yeah. Still feels. Okay. I'm gonna start over. Still get the circle centered. That in there. This marker goes here. Change this one goes here. This goes here. This line needs to go away now. Because that's the nose. A third of the way up is the mouth there. And chin here. So yeah, no, it needs to be from out here. It's just a bit, so it's less obvious. I just want it to be centered again. I just wanted it upwards. So on this layer, I'm gonna do the thing because the head, or the body can be measured by the head. Two, three, four. 7. Alright, yeah, 7. 5, 6, 7. I believe it's 7 heads tall. Okay, it's about 7.5, so I'll go a little past 7. Wait, hold on. Just magnetics. Is that a good move? Is that really so? 1 out of 5. Okay. Interesting. So this... Second head is the bottom of the chest. So like the bottom of the chest muscles should be here. A little over halfway through the top of them is. That's where the shoulder is. Okay. This. The neck continues from here. The neck looks tall, but maybe that'll change. Actually, no. I'll just make it change now. Still looks a little tall, but not as much. Okay, less erasing. Or focus on making it. So this is the belly button here. Sketching in location of muscles. It's yeah. I don't actually even need the like location of I don't need a sketch of the muscles because they're gonna be fully clothed. It's just for scaling. The nips are at this height too. Interesting. But no, I'll leave it. Oh, I'll leave it on, but I'm gonna change the color to be cyan. Yeah, the forehead here is where like, the crotch region is. The hip should be more like here. Yeah. actually am gonna bring the feet together. So that's half distance. There. That's the rough level at which the feet are at. Yeah, no. Definitely need to be larger. I have boots, damn it. Yeah, let's see. The knees are in between 5 and 6. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the knees are here. Give or take. I know I've medied the extra. I believe it's. Oh no, it's higher on the outside than it is on the inside. I had to look at my own calf for reference. This is the one that has just like that can go across. So I mean, this actually is a little more inwards a bit, smidge bit. Ankle goes. This was tall. Oh no, because I scaled these muscles wrong. That's right. That would do it. So like this one does go like this. But then this one needs to be here. This one goes here because this is in between that and the bottom one. That was why I was looking wrong. I had it scaled wrong. Torso was looking too long. Excuse me. A little better. Shoulders need to be out. Actually, no. I can't do that. Because then it wouldn't pull it out of the other side. So yeah. Here we go. Because that line's not supposed to be there. This line is supposed to be a bit wider. Is this line not there? Okay, now it feels like the shoulders are a little too big, so I'm gonna shrink them down a bit. Ears, please stop ringing. There we go. Okay, so here's the thing. They're supposed to be, like, 2 heads wide. Which does make this a little broad. But it does have the chest at the right height. A little broad is fine. Alright, so now I need to do the 2 arms. Because it is like elbow here. Interestingly enough, the pose reference I'm looking at is rather muscular. Actually, no, this would be in front here, I think. Yeah, because that arm's going back. Got that elbow. Is it there? Or no, their forearm's going down this way. They have it turned a little more downwards. You know, thicker. At the same time, it is the reference that I'm looking at for the pose that is muscular, but I don't know if I want to try this being muscular. This shoulder actually needs to go up a little bit. Which will move these muscles up and over. Yes, I need to have the hand here. How would it look? Okay. No. Let's curve inwards. Yes, just small. Yes. Let me check that. Okay, that actually curves in like that. There is a bit of hand going in like that as well. So with that there, you know, that's about right. A bit wider? Especially for shortening still isn't dramatic enough to be noticeable. Maybe just because I still had those. Oh, no. It's because this needs to be even lower. And I'm getting a better look at the reference. This needs to be like here. I started early? I start at whatever time I want. I said in Amanda's chat where you were that I was about to start. And now, this needs to be the most curved part. Now, this needs to be out like out here. And the hand can stand to be bigger. Not like monumentally so, but somewhat. Yeah, your workers only have paying attention. I figured. Yeah, started an hour early. Felt like it, just wanted to draw. No, actually. Reference image disarm is a little more like over here. Sure. That's how the bicep goes. Alright. that's not where these lines would go. Go more here. Also need to rotate the hand a bit. Guess I think you'll notice that it doesn't line up. The knuckles don't line up with the handle. Yeah, now they do. Yes. Perfect. Beautiful. So... Alright. Now the question is, do I make it look exactly like this, or do I make it my own? You know, I'm actually gonna much more have it be my own. Make it a chain. Normally there is like a rod that's a handle, and then the chain started down here. Can't go that far. This chain would be larger. Okay, maybe I need to come up with measurements for the chain. So I want the chain to droop like straight down, like so. Gonna erase what I made, other than the first link. Yeah, a massive chain visible coming out the top. There's gonna be some chain wrapping around here. All right. Let's see. The chain would be like each link is this long, but then it doubles back a bit, and it would double inwards like this. Because this in full would be here with another chain link right there. So I need to get about that length over. And then it's this way. And then it's there. This is a long way of doing it, but this is gonna be a finished piece, so I gotta be precise. I will take long. Now let me just copy paste. And stretch, yeah, oh dear. Duplicate again. Brings it down to here. That's about as long as I want the chain to be. So I can get rid of these markers. Yeah. Chain repeats. And next that. Let's have it centered still. And then about like that. I think I can exaggerate that a little better. Here's the thing, I could be making them perfect ellipses. I think I'll make them all perfect ellipses when I make the finished thing, like on the last layer. On this layer, not. I'm also gonna use, no, where is it? Oh, I need to be in print set. I'll use this brush for making it because you see it's a consistent width regardless, and I can go bigger with it. That's not where I wanted it to be. So like I could do that. And then do that to have a chain. For example. Wow, that was also just on too small of a brush, I guess. I have to take multiple passes over it. Yes. No, I didn't want to undo and then draw something. No, 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 no. So, like an egg. This one gets to stop halfway. This is where I'm gonna put it. The thing at the end of the chain. So that I can properly place the drawing guide again, I'm gonna go into this layer. And have this here, this plus sign to remember it. Goes right in the middle of that line. Because I'm going to edit the drawing guide and have it be over here. So that I can make this assisted. So, erasey. Then decide that I want to keep this one over to this side. So I can now see that I should erase these bits. Nice, he's here. Yeah. So it's a little like that. But we'll have it go inward. There we go. In Excel. Bam. There we go. Yes. But I have this like this. goes like this. So this whole thing will be dark as well. I just don't want to lose these lines. Okay. Now edit drawing guide, because it needs to go in the middle of this line that I left. Done. Now I'm gonna do this so I can just have both of these measurements on the same layer. Turn it off because I don't really need it. Pull up reference for the outfit. Yeah, if anything, it would be further up here. First bit of it is at this level. So I'm gonna have this gap here. And now if I do all this, so there we go with that. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's the same distance away. So why is this drawing? Oh no, because the other arm is higher up. That's right. Shit. So this should be higher up to here. And it brings this higher to match. Like up here. Be like so. Actually, yeah, let me have it go all the way down to like here. And then I have this go to here. I think that'll work a bit better. I like this. Maybe more like this, so they're more downwards. These actually do go a fair bit out over here. Do have an ad starting soon, but I want to keep drawing. It's a chill one. I'm early. It's drawn. I'll draw through the ads. Whatever. That does go out like so. Yeah, this part would remain kind of pulled like this. This needs to be more arched like this. Especially since that arm is going back. No, it needs to be more like here. And now I go back to it being an assisted layer for adding in detail like this coat. Does have a waistband here. Okay, I can erase all that stuff I sketched out. I think this isn't symmetrical. Well, I mean, it's symmetrical. I'm thinking it's not, like, straight up and down. Did I overcorrect? Doesn't look it. Oh yeah, let me see interior of this, like, sash built thing. Okay. So you go like this far down. Okay. Erase all this out. I gotta erase more of the leg. Both legs. I am on that. Okay. And yeah. All this rough line here. I like having that ground line in. This line. Yeah. All right. I have a little bit more to mark for this. Yes, they do go up and down. Good, good. Okay. Yes, buttons there. I have more buttons right here as well. Also have buttons on the skirt portion. I don't know. What you? But not as far down. I think one more. One more is good. Oh, he's starting to shake. Gotta drink more water. Gotta make sure I'm hydrated. So I could do more art without my hands shaking. Okay, sumo. Put this here. Put this here. This bit up here. Yeah! Next hat. The hat, I'm actually gonna make it to a... What the hell? I'll make it an ellipse as well. Okay. No. Push that down. Yes. Here. The fun thing is, with this ellipse, I can have it where, like, the edges of the hat kind of go up a little. Just a little bit, not a huge amount. Now if I do this, it starts being a cowboy hat. So like that, with these dents here, that's a cowboy hat. Yeah, no lunge, no dents. Hat just as is. Alright. Hey Zizio! How's it going? How you doing? Let's see now. Here. Yeah, doing alright. I'm doing well myself. Doing well. Just drawing stuff up. particular case, a plague doctor. I also need them to be a scarecrow. Because that's what the prompt was. How do I make the face scarecrow? That is the question facing. I mean, one thing I could do is have, like, stitches. Very evident stitches. Start poking out of places. Yeah, that would work. It's also going to give the mask more of a, like, some burlap texture. Oh, crap. I still have it mirroring. Oops. Yeah. A little bit of a basing. Let's get arm to go straight down. There we go. Okay. Drawing assist because I'm going to do this because I want to shrink him down because I want her to be kind of like in the distance. About like that. So the idea is just take ink solid at full size. Just have like gnarled branches of a tree here. Ink true solid would do this better. Yeah. Let's see, now I can have drawing assist off. I got a rough idea in for so I can see more like trees in the background. And so we get over here, the branches are like thicker, you can't see through them. Something like this. Tree here. Well. You know, there'd be like trees in the background that operate at a lower opacity or something, like it's foggy. So you get some around like that. Back here. Yeah. Now full opacity. Sort of like remember that I need to do this tree as well. Something like this. I'm actually gonna set this eraser back to this. I'm gonna eraser around. This round. Add some stitching there. That there. Have some straw poke out. No, I'm not gonna have any straw poke out the nose. Yeah. Absolutely have straw coming out of the arm here. He's wearing gloves with straw coming from there. Yeah, sort of set it at a half. These on maybe. Some bushes. Make the bushes with this. Bush. Opacity. Bush. It all like goes behind him. Oh crap. I forgot this was all on the same layer. Oops. Nope, I do not want it that size. This size is more reasonable. Oh, time to manually do all this erasing so I can preserve the lines. Yeah, I like having that shadow there. I'm gonna put it as a shadow, or erase this area. That would be more lit up. The moon, something. Yeah. Da-da-da. Yep, that's good. The fun thing with Plague Doctor design is the only thing that really matters is the mask. And like the more notorious Plague Doctor mask isn't even what the Plague Doctor mask actually looks like. The actual Plague Doctor mask were much more droopy. It looks like hot garbage. Being real. They didn't look great. I mean, they weren't meant to. They weren't fashion things. They were... I mean, it's more superstition that was accidentally correct, but it was for their safety of the doctors. Because they were dealing with one of the deadliest diseases in world history, with no idea what bacteria or viruses were. They accidentally stumbled into this kind of thing because they followed... They had the beaks that could put herbs into it. But in reality, it's just because they were entirely covered head to toe. That's why it helped protect them from the plague. Yeah. I might raise up the lantern. It's a little low. Once I finish clearing this zone out, I'll test it out. I don't know if I'm going to finish this piece today. I might try to. But... when I do finish it, I will be posting on Blue Sky and, of course, on the Discord as well. Assuming I don't get to finish the piece. On stream, at least. I mean, I'll still be posting in those places, even if I finish it on stream. I'm just more saying, if I don't finish on stream, those of you on stream who want to see the finished piece, that's where it'll be. Yeah, lantern is a little low, so I'm going to nab the lantern. Oops. I gotta nab more of the chain that I want to raise. Yeah. That's a little better height. Part of me wonders, what if I just... I mean, that's not a bad start. As is. But no. Duplicate... or not duplicate. Make a new layer. Grab this, and we'll start with inking. So the hat is going to be black. All black. Really, I should be using this brush, so I'll be able to bucket fill easier. Oh my god, that's so big. I'll shrink it down. Now, eraser, I do want ink fade, and I actually want this on top black layer so I can see where to add the bits. Yeah, that's good. That's how the hat will look. The mask, or like the face will, and mask will not be outright black. Mostly so that I could more easily have like the stitches in it. pieces of straw sticking out. Yes, however, pure black. I wanted to say circle, but I guess it is more of an ellipse from this angle. There you go. I just realized you spelled poking wrong. You spelled just pocking. Which I think is a word. Still. Because I know pocked is P-O-C-K-E-D. It's like full of holes. Should be pocking. It's also a city in Germany. Okay, so pocking is a word. It's a verb. It's to poke a bunch of holes. Huh. Neat. Start getting in more stitching. Yeah. I gotta... For adding shading. I do the shading on this side because the light source is this. It's the lantern. So how does this look if I turn this off? Ooh, that's eerie. I like it. I like this vibe of having the shine in the eye. No, not that one. Alright, let me grab ink solid. So I gotta fill an outline with black. I don't know why I decided to crop off that arm doing this, because that arm needs to be all black too. Guy's entire outfit is black. Da-da-da-da. Check that in. That down in there. See if I can sort out the lines. That would be his arm and all this mess. Here. Alright. Almost done. Oh, I think. Oh, no, I have the whole lower part to do still. Oopsies. The gloves are all black. So. This. Am I in? Yeah, no, I'm in print set. Good. Yeah, I have ink solid 1 that I'll use for the chain. Nah. No. Do this so it's easier to see all of the spots. I did keep the tolerance very low on purpose, so it's a lot easier to see these gaps. We'll have to do something to figure out how that arm is going to work with the chain and straw. I forgot to include the boots. Yeah. Just go across in there. So now I fill. Ink fade for this. faint. A little bounce lighting here. Here. Slide stuff like that in. Add a bounce light. You get to make it fainter. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Bounce light here and here, and I'll even put some here. Ah, no. Pencil tool. Bounce sliding. Get a little bit of normal lighting over here. Then no, that's too light. There we go. Just get the buttons done. It's easy enough. I'm gonna darken the buttons up again after, but I just want to get them cleared first. Alrighty. So the button needs to be upped in size a bit. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna darken them up. Yeah, I will turn on reference so that I'm able to see the full piece. Why is it rotated? Hello, capture card. There we go. Thank you. How do I rotate? Alright. Can't do that, I guess. 'Cause I can't rotate it. Okay, then this one. Okay, so that's all those. I now want to add this sort of shadow on each of them. You make them more round a bit. Should be darker, so there's this one. Yeah. Yeah. Making the buttons better. Yes, so now I'm gonna start figuring this out. 'Cause I think I'd like to keep the chains visible. But I mean, there's straw here. Okay, have this obviously straw, but then have the chains come in front of it. Yeah. Yes. Shit. So I'm gonna have the thumb here. The hand is a hole here. And the glove there. Alright. Now, this one for... Oh, no, that's bigger than I want the change to be. That's bigger than I want the change to be. That's smaller. That's bigger. That's still too small. You see, it just snaps to 10. I'm at like 7. Alright, try 8. Yeah, 8's the right size. Ah. Let's move this down. Move these inward some. I should gonna have this. Oh. Never mind. Stuff. On this layer, I'm just going to... Oh, no. Wrong brush. I don't want to use that brush for it. Alright, back to this brush, back to this layer. Yes, done. Yeah, make sure they're both on the line. Let's make sure both these bits are on the line. Alright. Move that there. Okay. Ink solid now. To do the top of the lamp. I will go back to Ink Solid 1. Just a second version. This side that doesn't taper. I will use that for the bars on the lantern. Yes. That there. There. add some like broken glass. Yeah. Yeah, like this. Mhm. Alright. I like that fire. That's a very fun little flow. I'm gonna lighten up these lines so it doesn't stand up too much. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, but this is the bit that's glowing. I will keep it like this. Take white. Yeah. Just so there's no fluctuations behind him. I say him, but you can't exactly tell. Yeah, this piece will absolutely stay black and white. And it'll fit the vibe much better. So there. Very low opacity white here for the glass. Alright, and then I'm gonna go full sized for the flame. Alright, now I'm gonna do with ink fade so I can get that sort of like glowy effect still. Yes. Alright, now... So I need, actually, this one. I don't want that opacity jittering. Jitter. Okay, so that is opacity full. Dynamic jitter size, nope. No. Opacity off. Pencil size, yes. Opacity none. Flow none. Bleed none. You can see the light drawing is still going around like that. I'm actually going to turn this off even. Speed, yeah. Apple Pencil, pressure, tilt, barrel roll. I'm going to turn these off for now. Taper, none, 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 none. Stabilization's fine. This is fine. Shape. Yeah. Okay. Okay, tentacle glaze. Oh, blending flow. No, flow all the way up. Burnt edges. Not helpful. Or, sorry, those wet edges. So why is it like this? I don't know what this does. Turn those off. I did this. I did this. Just, yeah, no, setting the minimum opacity to max didn't even change that. Ah, it was bleed. There we go. Even smaller? At least for bushes that are back here, yeah. Okay. Yep. Huh? A little bit bigger. To get these bushes done in. actually gonna go even bigger. Do some like here. Okay, now set this full opacity a little smaller. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Alrighty. That then here. Yes. This comes from here. Alright, layer underneath. I'm gonna go slightly darker color. Grab in the ink set this first at this scale. I can turn red off now for this one. Set here, make this smaller, so that's the thickest you can get. A little smaller. Excuse me. One of the fun little bits with this is that I want these, the ones that are further in the background, to also appear like they're receding into fog. And a very easy way of doing that, it's not in there, it's in here. Just a tiny bit of Gaussian blur. Let's see, there's this tone. So 4 in between. The next one would be this tone, which, yeah, this still appears. Yeah. This goes around like so. Alright. Actually, to hit stuff like this. And also grab this ink brush. And detailing bushes. And now I Gaussian blur this one more than I blurred the last one. Like this one's gonna get the smudge tool on a couple of the trees to sort of blur them. Let's give them a little bit of a sort of texture. It's kind of like these smaller details are lost to the fog. Oh, not that. Not like that. Alrighty. Okay, I forgot that I made it so the minimum opacity is 100% on this. That's fine. I would lower the minimum opacity back down. This is kind of the only tree that's like far enough back to warrant it being blurred a little bit. Take just some of the branches and blur them in the background as well. I want to get like, yeah, enormous brush, low opacity, and kind of... Actually, I'm gonna grab black to do this. Enormous brush, low opacity. To sort of add higher opacity than that. Lower than that. Just add a vignette to the image. Let's make it a normal size. Yeah, I give the bushes some texture. Gives some like shadow going up. Yes. All right. I'm gonna add a layer that'll have white. I am going to add into dynamics opacity jitter back. Huge. I want to be an ink solid and a larger size. So I want to erase the fog that's in front of the tree here and in front of this bush. Yeah, let's get an even bigger brush. It doesn't have to be that precise. I know. That bush does stay like that. This one does not. Yes. You know, much higher opacity, little bigger brush. Brush here. Down a little, and also I keep hitting my thing. I can blur it a little bit too. I think I finished it. Oh, no, not yet. I need to take this do like these lines out. Try to put more emphasis on fire here. Even though it does now cover up all the work I put into it. I'm just going to duplicate this layer and have a Gaussian blur on the lower one. Alright, chat, what you think? This is a finished piece. Oh, actually, no, I forgot some. Forgot some of this. That's burnt edge mode. Normal blend mode needs to be set to more normal. There we are. I like this. I'm happy with this. I like that. What if I took the background color? If background color was white, that wouldn't fit as much. Stretch that down a little. Stretch this down as well. This needs to be above these. Yeah, I'll just merge these. That'll make it easier. I do very much like this. I know. I want these to fuse. But what if I grouped these? duplicate. Yeah. Oops. There, so now even if this is on, merge this into one layer. I could do a gradient map to color it. I kind of like this one. That's already gray. So I'm just desaturating a lot of the tones, especially the lighter parts. See, I bring like all the saturation down. So yeah, let's see. Green, no green. Green, no green. Green, no green. Green. Light, linear light, pin light. Pin light doesn't do anything. Okay. Ooh. Exclusion, subtract, divide. Cherry blossom. We think chat green or no? And also, if I do the green, do I set it like this so it's a little darker? Actually, you know, let me set this back to normal. From 1% Gaussian blur, 2%. But I then lower the opacity on this, so he's only a little fuzzy. Yeah, you're not like completely losing the texture. I think I like this. I'm gonna keep this. About 2.5 hours making this? That's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream with this. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see, something the same. A PNG tuber. I don't know, they have their mic off. Work alert stream. Drinky Dry Friday. Another VTuber. Ooh, they're like biblically accurate angel based too. I like that. We're going to raid Sillin. So let me start that. Put this into chat. There's a raid message to copy and paste into chat. You guys know the drill. Spread love, say kind things, make the world a better place. I'll see you on the other side. Until then, ciao!
pre